When Mr. Tito Mboweni was still Minister of Finance, here's part of a letter that I wrote to him. Dear Mr. Mboweni, you and I have something in common. I read that you have fiscal nightmares. I too have fiscal nightmares. Just last night, I dreamt that I was facing a firing squad of mashonisas and bank managers, cradling AK 47s, clips fully loaded. I desperately hoped for a last minute reprieve in the form of a phone call, perhaps from VBS Bank. The call came, but it was just Bill Clinton asking if my last wishes might include a good cigar, and he had a cohiba left over from one of his staff meetings. I woke with the thunderous crashing of gunfire ringing in my head. And to my consternation, it continued. Then I realized that it was just my neighbor practicing for the weekend. After a change of clothes, no problem. This was common practice, by the way, in Primrose, where I used to live, and in Wentworth, where I also used to live. Now, so in one of your budget speeches, you quoted from A Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. You could have left out the first part. But yes, quite appropriate because we have been living in two worlds. One, peopled by plump, contented politicians and friends, and the other by harassed and harried citizens, not quite so generously proportioned. You also said that we are at a crossroad. No surprises there. We've run out of fuel. There's no GPS, there's no map, there's no navigator, and the driver is nowhere to be seen. But you know what, sir? All is not lost. There is still a lot of fat of the land. Go look into those perks that the politicians and the senior civil servants have. You could take a good flensing knife and cut a lot of that blubber. Don't worry, KFC will still survive. And then, of course, you could follow the money trail to the tenderpreneurs and the deeply, deeply corrupt bunch of fat cats that seem to crawl all over the land. And of course, also the black marketers who made a fortune during COVID because your government had the brilliant idea that banning alcohol and cigarettes will miraculously stop people from consuming either. That's an absolutely brilliant idea. Well, sir, we've been stuck at the crossroads for a long time now. And I think that most of us South Africans are hoping that the new wildebeest government will attend to these things. We don't expect miracles, but that they'll attend to them with some speed and some urgency. So yes, we've sat at the crossroads, looking left, never looking right, and sometimes slipping into reverse. And one hopes that this new animal, this new wildebeest, will take the right turn. For more straightforward comment, read my blog, The Scuffle Continues. My books are on Amazon Kindle. Richard J. Mann. Have a good day. Cheers.